1914 is over. 1915 has started. Let the Russia bashing begin. Now before we start, let me explain trench warfare, which I forgot to do last video. Let's say this is a French trench, and it's defensive, and barbed wire covers no man's land, which is the land between the trenches. Now let's say this is a German trench, which is attacking. The Germans rush the French trench, and the French begin to shoot the Germans. All the Germans die, and reinforcements arrive. The cycle continues. This time, the Germans successfully rush the French trench, and they begin to pick off the French. This continues until either the French kill all the Germans, or the other way around, and the French are forced to retreat. The cycle continues again. Next, the first thing that happened this year is on January 14th, British South African forces attack German East Africa and occupy, oh, by the way, I'll be putting that in the corner, and occupy Swakopmund. On January 19th, 1915, the first Zeppelin raid happens over Britain. My bad, last episode I said that it happened in December 1914, but that was the first air raid over Britain, not the first Zeppelin raid. On January 14th, the naval battle of Dodger Bay occurs with a major British victory. From February 7th to February 21st, the Second Battle of Modern Lakes happens with a major German victory. You see these guys? You see these boys? They're the BEF, or the British Expeditionary Force. Well, from March 10th to March 13th in Neuve Chapelle, they won against Germany. Yeah. You see this? This is chlorine. Yeah, you see this? This is gas, right? Let's combine them. Oh, that's dumb. Well, this is what it really is. This is chlorine gas, and it was used at the Second Battle of Ypres and by the Germans and killed many peoples. And it gave Germans the advantages over France and the UK. Now a brief tangent on the Gallipoli invasion. The Gallipoli invasion was an invasion of the Gallipoli Peninsula in the Ottoman Empire by the British Empire, done by Winston Churchill. Yes, you do know that name. To attack Istanbul, to send supplies to the Russians, and to move German troops from the Western Front to the Gallipoli Front. Now let me explain the arrows. Red means attack, blue means retreat, yellow means supplying, and green means moving troops. Next thing, ya boy, the Aussies are the most used troops in the invasion. Second place is the Indians, the people from British Raj, wow. And third place is the Newfoundlandians, I don't know. Well, the invasion happens, and even though how brutal it is, the British succeed. But the trenches on the Western Front that they were trying to avoid happened again. Oh god, now it's really hot. And the invasion continues until January 9th, 1916, and I will announce the events when they happen. On May 7th, the Lusitania sunk because the Germans sub-exploded it, and there were some Americans on it, so now the Americans are really angry. You see this Italy? Well, Italy used to be part of the Central Powers, but they left, and now their military sucks. Kind of sucked before, but you know, it sucks again. And they're not like the best at the moment, and they want all of this. So they join the Entente, and on May 23rd, they invade Austria, but stalemate. But not really, because the same day, Austria-Hungary did a good old invasion of Italy. And on May 25th, Germany stops its Battle of Ypres because of harsh unsuccess and harsh defenses by the Belgians and French. On July 13th, Russia abandons Galicia and Poland. And a brief tangent on Russia. Their military is big, yet their supplies are low and everyone is starving. Especially because the Ottomans cut off supplies from them. On August 6th, the British landed at Sula Bay in Gallipoli. See this? This is a tank. Yeah. And they called it a tank, so the British confuse it and make it and think it was this. But really, it could crush you, run over your trench, or shoot you down. And they started using them on September 11th. Let the destruction begin. Then the Germans made one, the French made one, the Belgians made one, the Italians made one, the Austro-Hungarians made one, and yeah. Well, on October 11th, Bulgaria, so it could regain its empire, joined the Central Powers. And yeah, the Central Powers are fully done now. There's no more members, which is kind of sucky for them. And on October 21st, they begin their Serbia offensive, forcing Serbian troops to move to that front, and the Serbs get pounded, forcing them to conscript more men than they can. And that's about 1915. That's all, folks. Except no, because there was no Christmas truce this year. The British really wanted revenge, and the Germans were really happy of all their victories and didn't want to fraternize with the enemy. That's about it, guys. Boy. Couldn't find any music, so I'm just gonna do this. But not for the whole time, because I don't really care. It's 7 in the morning. We're supposed to post this August 17th, but it's about the 12th or the 13th. I can't remember. Bam!